Travel spending may be doomed. Retailer CEOs are in denial about the economy, and Taco Bell dominates. Today, I read an interesting article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Fortune and written by Preston Four, titled Inflation Sticker Shock is Making Gen Z Ditch Doom Spending and Revenge Travel Once and for All. According to the author, inflation is tightening its grip on American pocketbooks, and most consumers, including Gen Zers, are changing their money habits. The author went on to say more than 3/4 of all Americans are cutting back on spending, up to 9% since last year. This is according to Wells Fargo's 2025 Money Study. The rising costs of groceries, gas, and housing are driving consumers to make tougher financial choices and delay important life plans like traveling or buying a home. Here are my thoughts. This is not good news for the American economy. Without consumption, it doesn't function as intended. I am concerned for those who work in the travel industry. I also worry about certain parts of the country that depend on tourism to support their local economies. Now, some of you might say, Gen Zers changing their money habits won't impact the travel industry because there are wealthy baby boomers and members of the silent generation who can continue to spend money and travel. Well, I have to wonder if some of them might decide to change their habits as they watch their investment portfolios drop. The last few weeks haven't been pretty. These stock market drops could make some people think twice about an expensive vacation. Now, the author shared some interesting data. Apparently, 74% of consumers, including young people, are choosing to save money and delay travel plans, and 39% report delaying home renovations. This last bit of news is not good, since home improvement stores, contractors, interior decorators, etc., all make money when people renovate their homes. I'm curious if any of you watching this video work in the travel industry or are part of the workforce involved with home renovations. If you are, let us know if your companies have experienced a slowdown. I read another interesting article today. This one was on Yahoo Finance, put out by Fortune and written by Phil Waba, titled, Here's Why the CEOs of Major Retailers like Walmart, Gap, and Target are sounding so calm about Trump's tariff standoff. The author of this article said some business leaders have issued dire warnings about the new tariffs. The Ford CEO said they will blow a hole in the U.S. industry that we have never seen. The Walmart CEO said tariffs are something we've managed for many years, and we'll just continue to manage that. The Home Depot CEO said we've been through that before, and I think we have the best team to manage through any tariff. Lastly, the Target CEO said the company has managed through tariffs in the past. Here are my thoughts. These executives need to paint a rosy picture for investors. They aren't going to come out in the news and start shaking in their boots and share their real concerns. That could tank their stocks. That is counterproductive to them getting some big bonus. Behind the scenes, I am sure there are completely different conversations than what we hear in the news. Now, I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, they are calm because they're going to pass the tax onto their customers while they continue to get richer. Another commenter said, what? You expect them to entirely be forthright and come out and say that the tariffs will hurt their business and then shareholders will dump their stock? So of course, they're going to act like tariffs aren't a big deal. The next commenter said, it gives them an excuse to raise prices, lay off workers, and make more profit. It's everyone else that gets hurt by tariffs as they pay for them. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said they own piles of stock. They get paid in piles of their stock. They will do anything they can to keep the price up. In private, they are panicking and making phone calls to express their displeasure. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This was also about retail. This one was put out by Michael Muyat, titled, "The Big Box Triad's Triple Collapse: Why Costco's Hidden Strengths Reveal Everything Wrong with American Retail." The author referenced doom cycle headlines, such as Walmart facing profit squeeze as shoppers pull back, and Target's foot traffic plummets amid controversial DEI rollback, and Amazon sellers flee as trust in the marketplace craters. I have to wonder why the author didn't mention any of the dollar-type stores. They have been suffering quite a bit in the past year. The author went on to discuss the differences between Walmart and Costco. The author said, Walmart has revenue built on taxpayer subsidies. They have workers on food stamps, in fact, more than any other U.S. employer. And 70 cents of every dollar leaves the community. In comparison, Costco pays living wages, along with benefits, and 70% of local revenue stays circulating. Here are my thoughts. I'm all for companies paying livable wages. That's needed more than ever here in America since the cost of all goods and services are out of control. I also think local businesses should support local communities as much as possible. I'm going to share a quote with you from this article. The author said, Walmart forgot what Henry Ford knew. You can't gut a community and expect it to keep spending. Isn't that interesting? We have some communities here in America that are suffering financially. They are a shadow of their former selves. It is truly sad. Maybe Taco Bell will be the savior in America. I read an article today on CNN Business, written by Jordan Valinsky, titled, Americans Can't Get Enough of Taco Bell. According to the author, Taco Bell is forecasting 8% sales growth this quarter at stores open at least a year, which far outpaces its fellow fast food rivals. The CEO of Taco Bell believes the magic relates to the chain's focus on value, such as its Lux Savings Box, which has price points ranging from $5 to $9. Here are my thoughts. I like hearing about an American company that is doing well. Taco Bell is part of Yum Brands. I had contracts with Yum Brands many years ago when I owned a lawn and landscaping company. They were great to deal with. They paid every invoice on time, and they never had any issues with the work that we completed. The regional manager that I dealt with wanted to invest in the corporate stores and keep them looking as nice as possible. He wasn't just trying to squeeze every last cent out of the stores without reinvesting in them. I'm not a fan of Taco Bell food, though. I never eat there. But it's nice to hear about a company that is thriving during a time when many companies are struggling financially. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.